Hey folks, it's Nate, and today a company reached out to me with these auxiliary lights, and I figured maybe you guys might be interested in seeing a quick review, so here we go. I've got here are these 4-inch rectangular light bars from Zmoon. I don't know why they're called light bars. It says right there, LED light bar. It's got a picture of a JL on there. They say these things are off-road lights. They are IP67 waterproof rated. Let's see here, we got output 12,000 LM, I think that's lumens per unit. Light transmission rate 97%, waterproof rate IP67, working life 50,000 hours. That's pretty impressive, right? Working temperature negative 40 degrees to 85 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that means in Fahrenheit, but it sounds like really cold to really hot. Housing material, toughened aluminum profile, and operating voltage 9 to 30 volts. Fits all 12 to 24 volt vehicles. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the box. You can hear it rattles a little bit. Basically, also the other thing I want to mention was I did receive these for free. However, they're a very inexpensive light. So that's why I thought you guys might want to see what they're all about, because they are at a really low price point. I want to say the original price on these was something like $30, $34, right? So we're going to open up the box. I'm going to show you what's in here, show you the things that it comes with, show you how they're mounted and whatnot, and then I'm going to rig up something that I can wire them to a battery or something so you can see how bright they are. Let's get the box opened up. All right, so here we are. Simple packaging. You can see it shows a wiring harness here on the box, which is a nice little addition. They're not just lights, you know. Here's your lights, now go away. Here's the wiring harness. Now, what I like about the wiring harness is it's not just wiring. It's got this built-in switch, which doesn't feel terribly high quality, but again, it's an inexpensive light set, so set your expectations where you think they should be. The wiring has a built-in relay, as you can see here. It's got a built-in fuse block for, I think, for each light. Are there 2 fuses? I think there's 2 fuses. Maybe there's only 1. Yeah, 1. Right. There is a wiring diagram here that shows you how to connect everything. So that's nice. Not much else in the way of instructions, just that. Now the really interesting part is the lights themselves. So there's 2 bags just like this in here, and 2 bags just like this in here. These are the brackets that you mount the light with. And this is the light. Not a bad looking light. Lots of LEDs in there. This is the thing that's confusing me. This is the plug they give you to plug the light in with. There's no spade on the other side, so I guess I'll have to deal with that myself. Cut those off, and it's weird. It's like they're designed for a different set of lights or something. So this works pretty simply. Looks like this goes in here. I'm just going to put this on here so I don't lose the washer and the nut. And then there's captured nuts in there. So this goes here, and then the captured nuts, get these threaded into them. You'd think there'd be a washer for this guy, but there isn't. So there you go. That's how the mount works. The mount doesn't have a ton of flexibility to it. This bracket. Then you have the light itself installed now. It's not so bad. I was worried that, so this bolt that's through here has a hex head. See, it moves a whole lot in there. I don't know if that's enough to capture it so that I can tighten this down without trying to get to the top. Otherwise, I'd have to mount this on a surface and then deal with these, which would probably also be a pain in the butt. But, alright folks, so what I've done here is a very kludgy, hacky way of getting power to these things. I didn't do anything with that wiring harness because I'm not permanently installing these things. I just took some of these test leads, which I've used in some other projects, and I've basically wired up the two lights kind of in parallel to each other. But basically, if I touch this red one to the battery and make sure nothing's grounded, doesn't look like it is, I get lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up facing the other direction. I'm going to turn the lights off, the shop lights, and I'm going to turn these on so you guys can see how bright they are. About as dark as I can make the shop right now. Here we go. Light test number 1. Not terrible. So what I'm going to do now is show you my headlights. So this right now is my ATC Vader headlights on low beam. This is them on low beam with the Zmoon light bar. Now that's both of them, of course. Without, with. Without, with. They're pretty darn bright, I'll say that. Without, with. So there you go, folks. The Zmoon 4-inch LED light bar, set of 2. Just a quick review, quick setup, quick and dirty wiring job. They're on right now, if you couldn't tell. They are actually really bright, and I think they have a decent spread to them, right? They spread out really well. You could see it in the shop. I mean, just look, like that's quite a bit. I think it's quite a bit. All right. Anyway, I think it's quite a bit. Let me turn these off so that I can actually see. That's better. Okay, so I don't really know what I was expecting out of these lights. I was definitely not expecting a quality light for the price point. But to be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, I don't know how they'll hold up over time. It might be fun to, say, wire them up well and then dunk them underwater or something, I don't know, and see if they still work, but I'm just not set up to do that right this second. But it might be a fun thing to do. I may figure out how to mount them on the Jeep and abuse them a little bit off-road and see how that works out. See if they start to, I don't know, I guess they shouldn't rust if they're aluminum, right? But see if they start to get moisture inside of the lens. Any of that. So they do claim they are IP67, which I think means they're submersible, right? Maybe I'll look that up. But anyway, they shouldn't get, that moisture inside. So yeah, there we go. Zmoon $30 LED driving lights. You just pull one of these off of here. I've unwired one of them. So yeah, there you go. Zmoon, I mean, you can see see if it's focused here. You can see the overall size of these things. They're not huge. They have this ribbing on the back, which is supposed to help dissipate heat. I imagine they would have the same whistling problem that most LED light bars have because they have these ribs on the back. To be honest, I don't know what to expect longevity-wise, and I don't know what vehicle I'm going to put these on to test, but I would really like to do so. I'd like to put them onto a vehicle and just sort of use them for a while. Maybe I'll see if the wife is interested and see if maybe she wants them on hers, because hers actually sees more driving than mine. Mine sees more off-road, hers sees more just day-to-day use. So, I tell you what, you guys tell me, would you rather see these things go on my Jeep and get abused a little more off-road, maybe even submerged as I do water crossings and whatever? Or would you rather see them on the wife's JK? On the wife's JK, they're going to get more day-to-day use. That thing's parked outside while mine is parked here in the garage. So they'll sit outside in the rain and the snow and whatever else, and then we'll see what they do, right? I'm really curious how these lenses will hold up. If they'll get nicked and chipped and whatnot. And if the finish on the outside of this holds up. It feels nice. It really does. They feel like a decent quality light. Give me just a moment. I have a Quadratech light that's about the same size. I'm going to pull that out of the box. I never installed it. I'm going to pull it out and we're going to look. Now this might be a similar quality light. I don't know. don't know where Quadratec ranks on the LED light scale, but this here is a Quadratec light. Similar ribbing on the back, similar finish to it. Narrower light though. You see the comparison in size to this guy. This guy's like a little bumper mount, sort of floodlight. I think he's what he's supposed to be. This is a flood and a spot mixed, if I remember correctly. But feeling them together, this one is considerably lighter than this one, which, when you're talking about electronics, usually is not a good sign. Lighter electronics are usually lower quality, but I can't say that for sure. Again, I don't want to pass judgment on this thing because I'm basically judging it on the fact that it's so inexpensive, and I'd really like to have a better feel for it. But this one does feel heavier. It feels a little more solid. I don't know. I definitely need a longer term use with these things. I think that's what it comes down to. So, let me know. What do you want to see? Do you want to see these things go on the front of the LJ and see more trail use when we're allowed back on the trails again? Or do you want to see this thing get more daily use on the front of the JK? Go ahead. Tell me in the comments. You want it on the JK or on the LJ? Off-road use on the LJ, day-to-day use on the JK. Let me know, and that's where I'll put them. Alright folks, so I just had something to show you quick. I was tearing down the lights, taking them off that board, I put them on, and putting away my my test leads, and readjusting the mounts on the bottom of the light so that I can set them up to get you guys a picture and to finish up the video. And I noticed something when I loosened up these Allens already, just by tightening, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but just by tightening up these two Allen screws and then loosening them back up again, there's already nicks in the finish on this body. Well, not body, but on the bracket, right? So if that's any indication of how quality this outer finish is, then it doesn't bode all that well. But it is aluminum, right? So it shouldn't rust or anything. It'll just kind of look ugly. So anyway, I just want to show you guys that. Now we're going to close the video. Alright folks, so there you have it. These are Zmoon 4-inch LED light bars is what they advertise them as. What I'll do is, down in the description of this video, I'll give you a link to where you can buy a set of these if you want to try them out for yourself. Like I said, they are super inexpensive, so I wouldn't be scared off to give them a try on your own, because for the price, really, you just can't go wrong. If they don't work out for you and you end up having to pitch them, then it's only 30 bucks you're out. I really do want to get them onto a vehicle and try them out, see how well they last, see how good they work on the road and whatever, see if people flash me because they're too bright, that kind of thing. And, well, basically just put them through some paces. So, like I said, you guys let me know which vehicle you want to see me install these on. So, anyway, thank you folks for watching, and I hope you found this informative. If there's anything you want to see me do to these lights, please let me know. If you want me to try dunking them, if you want me to try, I don't know, kicking them like a football, let me know, and I will do that. And in the meantime, if you want to check them out, check the description of this video, and you should find a link to Amazon where you can buy a set of these. They offer a couple other form factors of the same light or similar lights. Alright folks, so what'd you think? I don't do a lot of review videos. I hope this one was informative. If you guys liked it, please hit the like button. That way I'll know that maybe you want to see more reviews out of me. Maybe you like the way I did it. I don't know. I feel a little out of my element. I'm not used to people sending me things for free. I feel like, I don't know, if I didn't pay for it, well, whatever. This whole thing is new to me. As the channel grows, so does my skill set apparently. So, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to follow me on social media, you can find me on Twitter or on Instagram or on Facebook as SWBCrawler. There's also a group on Facebook, official SWBCrawler, where you can chat with me, chat with other fans, and get updates on my latest videos and whatnot. And speaking of community, like a Facebook group, I may have something new in the works that I'm hoping you guys would be interested in. Something that's a little more direct back and forth with me and maybe other fans and other off-road enthusiasts. So I'm working on that, and I will be happy to let you guys know once it's something that you can check out. In the meantime, if you want to support SWBCrawler, you can do so via Patreon, patreon.com/SWBCrawler, or you can go buy merch at SWBCrawler.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hey you! You stuck around to the end of the video. You're awesome! You should probably hit the subscribe link up over here, and make sure you hit the notification bell, otherwise YouTube's not going to actually tell you when I produce something new. You can also support me via Patreon by clicking the link up over here. And if you like this video, you should probably check out the recommended content that's coming up down over here. If you want merch like I'm wearing right here, you should go to SWBCrawler.com and check out my shirts and hats and whatever else I've got for sale. Thanks for watching.